The lawmakers are back in Salt Lake City for the first day of Utah's 2026 general session of the legislature. They'll have just 45 days, not a lot of time, to pass the next budget and hundreds of proposals for new laws in one of the country's shortest legislative sessions.
So to keep you all covered, we're bringing you team coverage of what's happening on Capitol Hill. Our chief political correspondent, Lindsay Ertz, is following what lawmakers are getting done here on day one.
Yeah, day one of Utah's legislative session underway here. Lawmakers tackling everything from water to housing to affordability to taxes to the judiciary. There's a lot of things they're going to try to get done in the next 45 days. Now, we have seen so far the Senate President and the House Speaker give addresses to the chambers, kind of setting the tone for the session. We've also seen a number of press conferences here today. Those leaders just wanting to communicate different policy priorities to the people. It's the 10-year anniversary of Utah's Safe UT app, so that's one thing we tackled today. Democrats are also speaking to reporters today, as did Republican leadership. Now, often it's Republican leadership here on Utah's Capitol Hill who sets the agenda, being a supermajority in this state. They tell us they plan to prioritize things like cost of living issues, cutting regulation, making changes to the judiciary in hopes of streamlining Utah's court system. But Democrats tell us they have priorities of their own, too. They want to tackle the cost of child care, increase funding for education, and protecting the Great Salt Lake. Now, of course, all of these proposals have to go through the governor. I sat with him earlier today. We got a chance to talk taxes. We talked about the courts. We talked about education funding. But I had one burning question for him. Are you running for vice president?
Of what?
The United States.
Oh, no, I'm not. I didn't know that was an option. Is that something we do?
Well, you've said over and over you're not running for president. Yeah. I'll take you at your word, even though you're writing a book and you're getting all this national press, but you've never said you're not willing to be on a vice presidential ticket.
Oh, that's because no one's ever asked me that. So no, I am not running for vice president.
If someone asked you, would you consider it?
I don't think so, no. Look, I'm really glad to be the governor of this state. I promised the people 2 terms. I'm going to be one of those rare politicians that keeps their promise. I'm not going to run for a 3rd term. We're really looking forward to being done and moving on to something else.
Well, that full interview will air Sunday on Inside Utah Politics, 8 a.m. and 4 p.m. right here on ABC4. And of course, you can catch it before then, on News for Utah Plus, our free streaming app. So guys, as we continue to follow this legislative session over the next 45 days, tomorrow the real work begins. We start with appropriations subcommittees. That's a fancy word for where are our taxpayer dollars going to go. Budget cuts are a real possibility this year. In fact, leadership has asked each state agency to cut 5% from their budget. So we're going to see a lot of hard decisions made here on Utah's Capitol Hill. Back to you.